I put money in a retirement plan because that's what I was brainwashed to do. When I started to work, the Vanguard guy came to our office because he wanted to get assets under management for the company. That was his job. This is what we're all taught to do: plow money into these retirement accounts and put it for the future. Create this big pile of money at the end. But if you think how flawed that is, you don't want to wait to the end. You're going to have to eat at this pile. You certainly don't want to eat the principal. You need to convert it to cash flow. So why not begin with the end in mind and have all these mini streams of income, or mini pensions, or little rental properties, or little syndicated deals all over the place, and be able to eat from that pile of money, the streams. But for a lot of us who haven't hit several $1,000,000 net worth, or $4 to $5 million is what I define as end game for most of our clients, you're still in growth mode. And you should keep your day job, and you don't have to eat those streams of cash flow, and that streams of cash flow can make more cash flow babies for you. So let's dig into 401ks, Roth IRAs. All these are called qualified retirement plan money, QRPs for short. What I'm arguing here is you need to fill up your cash flow to date bucket now so you can eat that, or choose to quit your job sooner rather than later. There's 4 big reasons why I would probably not put money into these qualified retirement plan. The first would be you're going to pay taxes on this money at some point. Don't believe all the bull that people say, oh, it's tax free. You're going to have to pay the taxes at some point, either in the beginning and then you take it to cash in and invest it, or at the end game. The first argument is taxes are likely to go up, right? Look at all the government entitlement programs, whether you're Republican, Democrat, I don't care. Taxes are going to be going up. So in theory, take the tax hit now and then pay it later when it's higher. That's the argument for not putting your money into one of these qualified retirement plans. Essentially, it's a sneaky way for the government to have a blank check to hit us up 10, 20 years, 30 years from now for whatever they want at the time. The second thing is, for you personally, most people in our world doing this stuff is going to make a heck of a lot more money in the future than it is today. Now, this might be opposite for the average American who's in their income generating years and make little bit to nothing when they're retiring, unless they greet people at Walmart. At that point, they're still not making that much money. So your tax bracket's more likely to be higher in the future. If you're following me, the message is take the money out now, pay it at a lower tax rate today, then you would be in the higher tax bracket in the future. The third thing is they keep moving the date back when you can actually use this damn money without penalties. Whatever it is, it's too damn long, right? If you're doing this stuff for 5 to 10 years, you're going to start to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you're going to want to pull your money sooner rather than later. You want optionality here. Again, for the average American, this stuff is good. It also helps them keep their grubby hands off their money, which is the same concept for why I think most people should buy the house to live in, because it becomes a forced piggy bank. But for you and me listening, we're a little bit different. It's the fourth reason why, and I think this might be the biggest: when you invest cash into investments, especially real estate, you get the depreciation and losses, bonus losses, and you can use that to manipulate your taxes today. If you have RUP status, real estate professional status, you could possibly drive your income down to zero if you wanted to. Most times we usually say $200,000 for a married couple, or $380,000, because that's a sweet spot. But even if you're not doing rep status, you can use these losses to drive down your passive income to nothing. This is the game-changing thing, right? This is where most people are playing checkers with their CPA in terms of deferring taxes, but then they get hit hard at the end. We're playing chess. We're driving our adjusted gross income down every year. I don't care what the headlines say, going to tax the wealthy. It's not the wealthy. The tax system is based off of what your adjusted gross income is. And if you can legally drive your AGI down, you pay less taxes and you pay less state taxes. Sorry for those of you guys who live in Hawaii and California too, because it's also derived off of that. But when you invest cash, you get these nice passive losses today to use that to drive your income down and to play these different strategies. But when you have your money in a qualified retirement plan, sure, you can self-direct it. You can do a solo 401k. Those are a couple options to invest in alternative assets such as real estate, but passive losses stays insulated in that qualified retirement plan. So those losses don't flow to you personally, and you can use it on your taxes today. And I think that's one of the biggest benefits, especially for higher income earners over $300,000 of income per year. But it flies in the face of everything that we've been taught. right? And you have to be investing in things that give passive losses, such as real estate. So you get all these benefits. That's why you have to surround yourself with the right people, right? And that's why we have a lot of free stuff on the website and the book is out there, but we monetize a lot with our paid mastermind groups and our events, because that's the hard thing, is finding a group of like-minded, accredited investors to crowdsource these types of strategies. Like your CPA isn't going to give you this type of stuff. That's why he's still being counter working his job. The best piece of advice that guided me throughout is never take financial advice from people who's not financially free. And that typically includes your certified financial planner, which sells you a bunch of financial products, and your CPA.